Hi, my name is Jolene Collins, and today I'm going to be talking about Jennifer Estep's Touch of Frost. Have you ever felt like you don't fit in? Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, you're just in a totally different class than those around you? Well, then you'll understand how Gwen Frost feels when she is sent to Mythos Academy, a school of myth, magic, and warrior whiz kids where even the geekiest kid knows how to chop someone's head off with a sword. Gwen quickly realizes that she doesn't fit in with the Spartans, Amazons, Valkyries, or Vikings. No one knows where Gwen's magic comes from. All that she knows is she'd rather not have it. If she didn't, her mother might still be alive. When her mother dies, Gwen's grandmother decides it's time to send Gwen to Mythos Academy to learn the truth. But when Gwen arrives, she quickly realizes she's in over her head with sparkling Valkyries and deadly Spartans, and has to find her own way to fit in. I know your secret. Daphne Cruz leaned against the mirror over the sink and put another coat of pale pink gloss onto her lips, pointedly ignoring me the way all the pretty popular girls did. The way everyone did at Mythos Academy. I know your secret, I repeated in a louder voice. I pushed away from the statue of a sea nymph that I'd been leaning against, strolled over to the door that led out of the girls' bathroom, and locked it. I might not care who knew Daphne's dirty little secret, but I was willing to bet that she would before we were through. That's why I made sure that all of the white marble stalls were empty and waited for the rest of Daphne's friends to leave their spots on their cushioned settee in the corner before I'd approached her. Once Daphne was satisfied that her lips were glossed to a high sheen, she dropped the tube into the depths of her oversized Dunienberg purse. Next, she drew out a hairbrush and went to work to smooth her golden locks, still ignoring me. I crossed my arms over my chest, leaned against the door, and waited. The intricate raised figures of the warriors and monsters carved into the heavy wooden door pressed against my back, but I ignored the odd lumps and bumps. The $200 I was getting for this job meant that I could afford to be patient. After another 2 minutes, when her hair had been brushed a dozen times and she realized that I wasn't actually, leaving, Daphne finally decided to turn and look at me. Her black eyes flickered over my jeans, graphic t-shirt, and purple zip-up hoodie, and she let out a little snort of disgust, obviously offended that I wasn't wearing the latest designer threads like she was, that I didn't have the matchy-match look down pat that she and her friends had going. Apparently today's theme had been Argyle, because the pattern was on everything that Daphne wore, from her pink cashmere sweater to her black pleated skirt, the printed black and pink tights that showed off her legs. The contrast of light and dark colors made her perfect amber skin look that much more luminous. So did the shiny lip gloss. You know my secret, Daphne repeated, a sneer creeping into her voice. And what secret would that be? So the Valkyrie wanted to be snotty. Not a problem. I smiled. I know you took the charm bracelet, the one that Carson Cullen was going to give Letta as a, well, will you go to the homecoming dance with me present. You snatched it off the desk in his dorm room yesterday when he was helping you with your English lit paper. For the first time, doubt flickered in Daphne's eyes, and disbelief filled her pretty face before she was able to hide it. Now she was looking at me, really looking at me, trying to figure out who I was and what I wanted. After a moment, her eyes narrowed. You're that gypsy girl, Daphne muttered, the one who sees things. That gypsy girl. That's what everyone at Mythos Academy called me, mainly because I was the only gypsy trapped here in this school for magical warrior freaks. The middle-class girl whose strange ability had landed her here among the rich, popular, and undoubtedly powerful, like Daphne Cruz, a spoiled, pampered wannabe princess who also happened to be a Valkyrie. What's your name? Daphne asked. Gel? Gretchen? Wow. I was impressed that she even knew it started with a G. Gwen, I told her. Gwen Frost. Well, Gwen Frost, Daphne said, turning her attention back to her purse. I have no idea what you're talking about. Her voice and face were both just as smooth as the gilded silver mirror in front of her. I might have even believed her if her hands didn't clutch the tiniest bit as she pushed her hairbrush back into her purse. If I hadn't known just how good girls like her could lie. When kids start dying and the curious gypsy Gwen starts to investigate, things start to go from bad to worse. Was the evil god Loki, Reapers of Chaos, Newman Prowlers, a life-saving Spartan, and a mad pink princess Valkyrie? How is Gwen going to survive her time at Mythos Academy? You will have to wait and find out in the first installment of the Mythos Academy series, Touch of Frost by Jennifer Estep.